Yes, our feet.
Oh yeah, and also, as Mike just said in chat, he's going to allow customization for the it's called the control panel, basically, where you see the health bar, the fatigue bar, and all that stuff on the bottom. So he's came up with an idea to allow you to kind of customize it a little bit, change the size, and nothing too crazy. I know that the UI is a kind of a sacred thing for us players from the old game, and so we want to keep that alive as much as possible. So if we have to rebuild it and redraw it, we'll try to just keep this design very similar so that it doesn't look too foreign. But on top of that, the ability to resize it to how you want. Good stuff.
As you always say, verily.
And unique.
Of course, you have to have that word. It's our word.
Alright, so I'm gonna show you guys a white background with black text, just to get an idea here. Really going up and up here. So I find out a decent one. Let's try this one. Okay, it's a little blinding at first, but we can change the text here. Not too bad. So I don't know if you guys prefer white backgrounds. You have a white background. Okay, alright, we'll stay away from the white backgrounds then. The current one? Yes it does, Mike. It sort of, it looks more like river rock to me. Sort of like abstract river rock, like layers of sediment or something. Or a layer. You did? That's awesome. Mike is an accomplished artist, guys. Ooh, how about you can play in total darkness. How about that? I kinda like that. It's for when you're totally explored all the maps, you know where you're going. You don't need to read the text anymore. Just see enemies, friendlies, and items, and special exits. Pretty cool, right?
I like my new sword.
Uh-oh. Well, thankfully we're not named Daleth. I'd hate to be Daleth.
That's weird. I can look at you, Owen, but I can't look at Daleth. I can't look at Crows. Why can I only look at... Oh, I guess it's Owen bot the reason I can look at it. Maybe, no, I mean, it says you see Owen, the male staff member.
Yeah, I have the same issue. I can look at Owen, but I can't look at anybody else.
Go all the way east for a second, Dale.
Alright.
Type look Devo just to see what happens. It doesn't work for me when I look at you.
Let's see Devo's bird.
Yeah, so unfortunately, I don't know why, Owen, you're the only one that we can look at.
I'm special.
You are the chosen one.
I can't look at him in this room. When I type look Owen, it says you don't see an Owen.
Oh yeah, sure enough it does. Huh.
It works, yeah, it only works in certain conditions, apparently.
It must be based on what else is in the room.
I guess so, because whenever no one was in this room, I could look at the Owen bot. Oh, never mind. You can look at the Owen bot no matter what. Woohoo! I like your modesty with your iron dagger. I like that.
It's just an ordinary dagger of supreme, universal, destroying power.
Huh, it won't let me drop it. Oh, it's because it's bonded. Duh.
Of course there is, Mike. We just break the server. That's our delete command. I should probably change the title of the stream, huh? This isn't Hearthstone. What is this?
Yeah, maybe need to.
I should leave it up so like people are like, oh yeah, Hearthstone, and then they like see this and like, oh, what's this?
I like this game. Hey,
Yeah.
Glyph. Hey, no, that's a good idea. So,
Well,
can we edit existing weapons yet? Can you like edit existing stuff? Like if
Yeah.
you needed to. Okay, how do you do that?
Just like the special exits, just open up the menu and then double click on the item, the name. Glyph, I was well, this is a development project for Darkness Rises, and I was playing Hearthstone for a minute just while we updated some files here, so not sure if you're part of this community yet, but I can explain further if you'd like. Oh, okay. Sorry, Don. I didn't know. I didn't know.
It's not your fault.
Alright, so it looks like got a little wolf discussion going on here. Oh yeah, so earlier, Nyx, we were talking about werewolves being able to pick up items while shapeshifted. So what's your opinion on that? I hope so, Scott. You know, more new players in the community, the better. Yeah, you know, it'll be interesting. I think the overall requirements for shapeshift and skills similar to that will probably not be built the same, because, you know, depending on Mike's kind of opinion on the way it was built, you know, he'll probably make some improvements. I like this background, it's pretty cool.
Wow, Nyx and I shared the same opinion for once.
Yeah. That's another thing too, guys, like a lot of features in DFC were heavily bandaged kind of bugs and workarounds for systems that didn't really work anymore. So you know, one example being that all shapeshift forms were like 10, 20, whatever levels below the actual level. So for example, the level 60 werewolf form was actually, you know, in the game or behind the scenes, it was level, you know, 50 or whatever Nyx says it is. So a lot of that stuff, you know, is not going to exist in this game because, you know, we're writing it from scratch. So, you know, we have all the content and the details. So we're just basically going to build it a little more robust. Hey man, if you jump out of the shadows and surprise anyone with a whip crack to their back, I'm sure it would be devastating.
Oh, I'm sure it would hurt like a mofo, but just the whole idea of backstabbing with a whip just seems so weird.
Well, the critical part of backstab in DFC was bypassing armor and shields. That was kind of the unique ability. So